Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is going to be my monthly haul for the month of October. I'm going to be showing you all the makeup I bought last month. Let's get right into it. So if you haven't been on my channel before, my name is Marley and I love making YouTube videos about makeup and beauty. I love trying out new makeup and I always show you the new makeup that I got to try out in this haul, and then later on I always rank all the things that I got. So if that sounds good to you, then don't forget to subscribe. I usually post 2 to 3 videos a week, often it's also more, and I would love to see you again on my channel. So this was a month where I definitely tried to be more selective with the things that I bought. There were a lot of things I was intrigued by that I didn't get, and I also, in the middle of the month, I didn't buy anything. So I tried to be selective. I still got quite a few things, but I do get why I got these things, and I'm still gonna be trying to be more selective with the things that I buy and making sure that I don't just buy them because of the hype or just the idea of them. So it kind of seems like a lot, but in the middle there of the month I didn't buy anything, but it still added up. Also because I always review the new Kiko products and there were 2 collections in this month. So that's a lot and that also adds up. But okay, let's get into it. First up, something that I actually bought last month but it came in October is a Colourpop order that I did. And I did this Colourpop order because they had these new Fresh Kiss lip cremes. So these, I talked about this in a Will I Buy It. I was very excited about them because I'm a big fan of the satin lips that Colourpop used to have but discontinued. They are like my favorite lip products and I will always miss them. I will always remember how good those were. I still have a few, but they are getting pretty old. So I was like, if this is a good way to replace those, I will be so happy. So I wasn't really planning on making a Colourpop order, but in the end I got 2 shades of the lip creams. I got the shade BB Spice, but this is a very light nude. It's a bit too light for me. It's a bit too light and pigmented. I can kind of make it work, but if I wear this with a bit of a deeper lip liner, there's a big difference between the lip liner and the lipstick, and I don't really love that. I love it if the lip liner can just add a little bit of dimension, can just add a little bit of like a contour and make it a little bit deeper, but the difference is a bit too big with this one. So this is not the perfect shade for me personally. It's really light, but the other shade that I got I really liked. This is the one called Strike a Pose. So this is a bit of a more deeper rosy nude, and this actually looks very good on me. I think this actually really works. I did wear them together as well. And I do like this formula. I think it's a nice formula, but it's a bit thinner than it used to be, a little bit more creamy. It does stay on well and it does transfer, but the old satin lips also transferred. I do like these, but there is something about the way they look that just isn't the same as the satin lips. The satin lips were just so thick and so pigmented and they looked juicy without being shiny. They made my lips kind of look good and plump, and this is kind of more like your usual satin lip. So I do like these. I do see myself buying more of these, but it's just not exactly the same, and I'm happy that there's something like this. I'm happy that Colourpop came out with something that is kind of similar, but it's not totally gonna replace, and it's not totally gonna be a replacement for the satin lips, but I'm still happy that I got them. I might pick up another shade of those. I also got one of the Super Shock cheeks because I got a Super Shock blush recently and I was really into it, and I've been getting more into creams, and I tried a highlighter from the Super Shock line years and years ago that I hated, but now I was like, probably I will like it if I get the right shade. So this one is called Happy Thoughts and it's from the Tinkerbell collection. I've used it a few times. It's very, very creamy. It's a beautiful shade. It's kind of like a light mauve almost, kind of pinky, but also kind of nude and toned down. It is kind of shimmery, but in a way that I like. I'm usually not that into shimmery highlighters. It doesn't really work on me, I feel. It looks weird, too sparse, you can really see those glitter particles on my face, but this one has really teeny tiny glitter particles, and that just looks very flattering and nice. And I actually really like this color. I feel like it works very good on my skin tone. It's not too deep, so I've been actually really enjoying this. It is very creamy though. You have to be a bit careful with it, with those kinds of creamy products, because they are creamy, but they can also break. But I actually really like these Super Shock cheeks that I've tried this year so far, and I just really wanted to know if I would like this, so that I could keep an eye on it. Not that I need any more highlighters, not that I need to buy any more Super Shock cheeks, but I just want to know about all the different formulas, and if I feel like I will like something, then I definitely want to try it. So I also bought some drugstore makeup, two kind of random things and one thing that I did a review on. So I bought the Essence and Merve collab eyeshadow palette. I saw this on Instagram, and then I saw that it was already available in the Netherlands. It's only 10 euros, so it's very affordable, and I thought this would be such a nice palette to review because it just has a very nice color story, and I was very excited to see what Essence would do with the collab palette, because I never really tried any collabs from them. I just thought this would make a great video, and I was very curious, and I thought other people would also want to know about this palette. It has a beautiful color story. You have some nudes, some warmer nudes. We have a range of shades. You can deepen up the looks, but we also have some blues and can really get a full blue look with this. I haven't done a full blue look yet. I haven't done another look. I just have done the look from the video so far, but I was really impressed. I loved how the mattes worked. They were nice and pigmented and blendable, and I could build them up. And the shimmers that I tried were also very nice. Basic shimmers, nothing crazy textured or really special. No special shades, but just really nice shimmers. So I really like this palette. But you have to go check out the video that I did on this, because I don't have any more thoughts that I had after that video. Then I also got another one of these Catrice textured single eyeshadows. This is the one in Blazing Berry. You might know that I got the green version of this and I loved it. Let me see if I can open this. So I got the green version of this and I really loved it. It was so beautiful and textured, and these are only like 3 euros, something like that. So affordable, and it was a beautiful formula. So I was very excited to see if this kind of berry pinky shade would also be good. And this was just something that I was personally very excited about or very curious about. I didn't really show it in any video or anything like that. This is also a beautiful eyeshadow, beautiful formula. It's just a bit of a pinky berry. You can do kind of like a neutral look with it or more of a berry look. I do feel like the green one is a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more textured, but this one is also very pretty, especially for the price. I would highly recommend these speckled Catrice eyeshadows. Sometimes they just do very beautiful single eyeshadows, and I've been reaching for those kinds of eyeshadows actually, doing a bit of a neutral crease and then putting a special single eyeshadow on top like this. So I wasn't entirely sure if I was gonna pick up another shade, but I just could not contain myself. I just really was so curious to see if the other ones of this range were as good as the green one. But I would recommend checking out the green one. That one is so good. Then I also swatched this Hydrating Nude lipstick by Essence in store, and I loved how it looked. It is just very shiny, hydrating, a light nude. So I got this one because I want to try some more lipsticks, because I want to try some more lip formulas, because I just decluttered so many of my lipsticks. So many of my lipsticks were old, and I just decluttered half of them. But I do want to add some things. I do want to try some new formulas. I do want to have some options when it comes to the lips. So I got this one. I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but I will do that soon. So I don't really have any thoughts yet, but it just looked very creamy and shiny when I swatched it. And I just really like trying the Essence and Catrice. This is one of their newer products. Then I actually made an order for Makeup Geek single eyeshadows. I wanted to try Makeup Geek for a while now, but I never felt like I really had the space on my channel, in my life, in my budget to go and get it. I don't know if these are products that people are generally really excited to see videos on. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about them, and they are not new. They just have their range of shades that they've had for years. So I didn't really feel like there was any reason to hurry and buy it, but I did really want to try it. So this month, where I was like, I have to slow down a little bit, I thought this could be the perfect moment to try some Makeup Geek. And I actually got a 20% off coupon because it was my first order and it was free shipping, and I only paid like €5 in customs. So in the end, it was a very affordable purchase. It was very affordable to get these shades. Also because they have this palette builder in their website, on their website, where you can just build 9 pans or 4 pans or different sizes of palettes, and then you already get a lot of money off. So I always thought that Makeup Geek was very expensive. When they first came out with this shape of pans, I thought that's so expensive. I saw something and I thought that's really expensive, I'm not gonna buy that. But now I actually know that it is very affordable, especially if you just wait for them to have some kind of discount, and then they have free shipping when you're over a certain amount, even if it's to Europe. So I was very impressed with the price of this. I didn't pay a lot. I don't know for sure what I paid, but it was pretty cheap. But okay. I got these eyeshadows in yesterday and I just threw them in the palette, and I didn't really think about color story or anything or what I wanted to have together. I just wanted to look at them and show it to you real quickly. I didn't have a lot of time yesterday, but I did a little bit of a look today. I used a few of the mattes, but I haven't really tried them. I just was curious. What I've tried so far is this shade called Creme Brulee, and this one I think is called Cheetah Bear. And I took a little bit of Enchanted Forest as well in this look. And I really liked it so far. I think they blended very well. I have to try them a little bit more to really be able to say if these are worth the hype that at least I've heard about. They're not like hyped everywhere all around, but I've heard some people rave about these eyeshadows. And also one of my very sweet, very loyal subscribers called Laurie, she actually told me about these shadows a few times. She told me to get them, and she also helped me pick out the shades because she knows all about the Makeup Geek, so that was very nice of her. But I also got this 9 pan. At first I wanted to get some smaller palettes, but in the end I thought there were just so many shades that I wanted to try, so I wanted to add in a few more. But I also have some of the more of the shimmers in here. I went for a little bit of the murky fall shades because that's what I'm into right now. If I really love them, I might just pick up more because it's so affordable if you just wait for the right moment to do so. But yeah, I can't really say a lot about these just yet. I really have to try them. I just got them. The only reason that they are even in this video is because I was late filming this video. Lastly, I have a bunch of Kiko. At the start of the month, Kiko actually released their Precious Rituals collection. This is what the outer box and the whole vibe of the collection looks like. I got, let me see, I got 5 products from this collection. I don't know what happened to this collection in the Netherlands. I can't find it online anymore. I didn't see it in the store anymore. I did see the Charming Escape collection, the one they had before this, but I didn't see it. So I don't know if they got like some kind of copyright strike or what happened with this. I forgot to ask when I was in the store, but at least in the Netherlands I can't find it anymore. But I could find it on other websites, so it's a little bit unclear what's happening with this, but I'm just gonna share my thoughts with you. Maybe you can still get this collection. But this collection had this wooden packaging. I already did a video with this. I already used these products a bunch of times. So this is the Long Lasting Vegan Blush in Copper Infusion. This is a blush duo. This is a beautiful kind of matte creamy blush, and then this is a very metallic, very shining blush topper that I use as a blush topper. I personally like using this one first and then topping it off with this one. I don't really like mixing them. I feel like it looks a little bit more blotchy when I mix them, but I do like using these ones on top of each other. This is a beautiful product. I really like it. The glowy blush is a bit on the metallic side though, so you have to like that, but if you like a glowy blush, then I would definitely recommend this one. The other shades from these blush duos, this is a deeper shade. The other shades looked very light in stores, so be aware of that if you're thinking about buying a duo. The other ones looked very light. They don't look as light on the photos of Kiko, but in real life they looked very light. Then we also have the long-lasting vegan face highlighter Golden Meditation. I'm wearing this one today. I think this is a beautiful highlighter. I've used it a bunch of times. This is more of the powdery formula. The Charming Escape one was more of the creamy formula. This is definitely more powdery, and I feel like it looks very beautiful, very nice. It's just a bit of a basic nude shade, but I think it's a beautiful formula. I do still like the Kiko Fruit Explosion ones the best. Those are my faves that are still available now. So if you're thinking about buying a Kiko highlighter, I would personally go for the Fruit Explosion ones. Also, this packaging is very beautiful. I really like how it looks, but it is very bulky, and the Fruit Explosion ones are a little bit more small. So that's also something that I like about the Fruit Explosion ones. Then I also got an eyeshadow palette in this collection. This one is in kind of like a burnt orange packaging. I did like it. I didn't love it. I do like the shades in here, but it's not extremely pigmented. You get quite a soft look. If you put the deepest shade first, you can get a little bit more of an impact. I did like how it looked in the end. I did like the look of the shades. I think it's pretty, but it's nothing that blows me away, that blows my mind. I like this shimmer more in the inner corner than I do like it on the lid. It's a cute palette, but it's really for someone who likes a softer look, who likes a softer pigment. It's not exactly bad. I wouldn't say that it's bad quality, but it is something you have to like because it's just soft. So this isn't my favorite Kiko palette that I've tried personally, but it's nice. It's okay. I don't mind it. Then I also got a bronzer in this collection. This one is in the shade Sienna. It's in the same packaging as the blush and the highlighter. So this is a bit of a warm toned bronzer. I quite like it. It does have a little bit of shimmer in there. I don't know. It's kind of like very sparse shimmer particles, which I don't love. It does have a very nice natural glow on the cheeks, and once you apply something on top, you don't really see those sparse glitters anymore. So I don't really mind it that much, but it isn't the most perfect, the most amazing bronzer I've ever tried. I do like it. It is good, but I think Kiko has done better. In the end, it looks good. It does have that glowy finish, kind of glowy, not metallic or anything, but just a natural sheen. But I just wish that there weren't any shimmers in this bronzer. It's still a good bronzer, but it's just a little bit lower than some other bronzers that I've tried. Then lastly, I got this Precious Rituals Vegan Matte Lip Stylo in 02. This is kind of like a cool toned beige. It is in a packaging like this. I've used this a couple of times. It's a very beautiful shade and I really like it. It stays on long. It's hydrating but matte. It's a really beautiful lip product. I would recommend those. Then lastly, Kiko came out with the holiday Fable collection this month. I also did a video on this. I also got 5 products here. I was really impressed with this collection, and the thing that I was really impressed by even more, that really blew me away, was the holiday Fable Ethereal eyeshadow palette in the shade Surreal Destination. So this eyeshadow palette packaging isn't my favorite that Kiko has done. They have done better, but what is inside here is 5 beautiful, shimmery, metallic, creamy, shiny eyeshadows. They are beautiful. These are such beautiful metallics. I think this is gonna be my favorite eyeshadow palette Kiko has done, maybe, because There is something very sophisticated but still textured and dimensional to this palette. They are not duochromes, they are not very chunky, they are not like Clionadh, they are not like Honest Eye. It's not that kind of dimension and shimmer. It's like they have so many teeny tiny small shimmers that make it look dimensional, that make it look very shiny, but nothing too textured. And I think this palette looks so beautiful on the eyes. I've used it a couple of times. It's gorgeous. I love this middle shade as an inner corner highlight. This is just such a good palette for a pretty good price, because you get 5 beautiful shiny metallics, shiny shimmers for about 15-16 euros, something like that. I think that is amazing. I was so impressed with this palette when I tried it in my video. You have to check out that video where you see how it looks on the eyes. This is so gorgeous and shiny, and I would highly recommend this. This is one of my favorite Kiko products that I've tried this year, and I've tried a lot. I also got one of the Metal Fantasy eyeshadows. This is a single eyeshadow. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, all over the lid. This is so gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous shade. It's like a bronze with a bit of a green undertone. This is more of a duochrome, also very shiny, also that kind of shimmeriness. But this is more creamy and a bit more thick and pigmented. This is like €12.99, so it's almost as expensive as the eyeshadow palette, but you just get one, and it's like 1/3 of the product in grams. I do recommend this. I do think it's very beautiful, very pretty. It's just such a beautiful shimmer on the lid. It's so shiny, it's so dimensional. I just think this has a beautiful kind of golden sheen to it, while the base is a bit darker and more of that greeny bronze. I would personally recommend the eyeshadow palette over this one, but this one is also very pretty, and very happy that I have it. Then I also got 2 lip products from this collection. First up, I got this lipstick. This is the Enchanting lipstick. They have 4 shades in these lipsticks, and they look very beautiful because they have a bunch of different colored shimmers on the outside, but then when you put it on, it's kind of like a shiny metallic, a little bit, it has a little bit of a see-through quality to it almost. It's definitely not as pearly metallic, it just has a very beautiful shine. I think this is a very flattering lipstick, but it also looks very cool. I think this, I already said this in the video, but I think this would be a perfect gift because it looks very cool and special when you open it up and when you look at it. But when you apply it, it still looks pretty. I really like this lipstick. I've only worn it once. I do have to wear it again. But it's just a very flattering type of metallic lipstick. I also got a liquid lipstick. This is in the shade 04. This one is quite nice, but not my favorite. It dries down completely. This is called a lip mousse, but it dries down totally, completely. But it's not really drying, but it is a bit sticky, which makes it last very long, but it isn't as comfortable as some other liquid lipsticks. It's not like you feel it all the time, but when you rub your lips together, you will feel the stickiness a little bit. But this is a very beautiful kind of burnt orange, darker burnt orange color, like an orangey red, but a little bit toned down. I did really like wearing it, but if you don't like a liquid lipstick that dries down completely, and if you hate stickiness, then I wouldn't go for this one. The last thing that I got from this collection is this A Holiday Fable Radiant Duo Blush and Highlighter. This is a cream duo stick. So it looks like this. We have 2 sides. We have the highlight side that's kind of like a mauve tone, and then this one that's also kind of like a mauve tone but more blushy and dark. This is quite a nice product, but it's not extremely pigmented or creamy. You do have to put on quite a bit, but it dries down very easily. It dries down quite fast. It dries down pretty easily, but you can still move it around and work it in. So this is a product that is very easy to use. You can't really go wrong with it because it's not extremely pigmented. It is a very glowy product, but if you're into something that's very pigmented, very creamy, that you just have to put on a little bit and then you're already done, that's not this product. It's a little bit more on the subtle glowy side. It has a see-through quality to it. I still have to try it on top of something else, on top of another blush, to see how I like it then. I do like this product, but I don't know if I would say go run out and buy it. I think the best things from this collection are definitely the eyeshadows and the metallic lipstick. But if you're gonna get something, get the shimmery eyeshadow palette. I really love that one. So in true Marley fashion, I forgot some things that I bought this month. I forgot that I got these this month, so I was already wrapping up and cleaning up, and I still have to show you this palette. So let me quickly show you one more thing that I got. I got the two palettes from the Glamlite Happy Hour collection. I got the Chocolate Martini palette. I did a video about this palette, by the way. I will link it down below, but this is the Chocolate Martini palette. I already used this a few times. I really like the mattes in this, and I also really like the shimmers in this, but I used the mattes a little bit more to combine with other things, and I thought that this worked very well just to add a little bit of an interesting neutral matte in the crease. And I also got the Dirty Martini palette. This one is just a very beautiful green color story. We have so many different options here. I only did the more teal look with this so far, but I definitely want to use it more and try it out more. There were more palettes in this collection, but I didn't want to buy too many. I just wanted to buy the ones that I was most excited about. I actually hadn't expected this collection to come to the Netherlands so soon, but I already knew that I wanted it, and when I saw that it was finally available, I was like, if I skip on it now, then I might not get the chance to buy it again. I was right on time. I saw it right on time because it was sold out so fast. So many people missed it, so I was very happy to actually get the chance to get this. I think this is a very cute collection with a very cute eyeshadow palettes, and I'm glad that I got these two. So that is gonna be everything for the makeup that I bought this past month. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.